The evening has arrived. I'm Joel Hillsman. He's Ken Jones. It is Shiloh taking on Dorman as we continue the 2015 Farm Bureau Insurance Classic. Glad that you are with us. Dorman in white, they are the hosts, and they won the opening tip. The 5 on the floor: Tyson McCain, Bryson Woodruff, Harris Finley, Jordan McFadden, and Daquan Green. Here is McClain. McClain out between the rings. Shiloh out of the state of Georgia, Class 6A school. Dorman, of course, here in South Carolina, a 4A school. The 5 on the floor will be Josh Okeke, Perry Battle, Deion Waters Jr., Greg James, and Shamar McClellan. Driving and kicking. There's a long 3. Brian Woodruff is no good. Rebound going to come down to the Generals, and here they come with Perry Battle. Battle kicks it up ahead. James, a long 3, no good. Rebound skied for and brought down by Daquan Green. Green gives it over ahead. Now putting it on the floor is Harris Finley. Finley, the point guard, being worked on by Battle between the rings. Kicks it over to the left, over to Woodruff. Woodruff now brings it back over, and he will work out with it with Finley. Finley now gives it, and they're swinging their offense and running the actions out high. Postman out high away, gives it to Woodruff. Woodruff between the rings. Now he's got a count on him over there on the left side with McClain. McClain now to Finley. Finley puts it on the floor and foul on a reach in. Let's see. Foul will be called on Perry Battle. It'll be his first and the team's first. Dorman coming in at 2-2 on the season, yet to get things going in gear, and the pass was stolen on the inbounds. He just ripped it away from him on that inbound pass. A good steal there by Deion Waters Jr. He hands it over to Perry Battle. Battle now going to hesitate. Stop. Pull. The 3. It is going to be no good. Rebound is going to be back tapped. Finley out of the guard spot gets the rebound for the Dorman Cavaliers. Up this way. Nice lead pass. Blew the layup, though, by Daquan Green. Kick it back. Finley going to hesitate. Put it on the floor. There's a long left wing 3. No good. Woodruff not shy about pulling that thing. Can't get anything to fall now here in the early going. Foul will be offensive on Jordan McFadden, his first and the team's first. No score. Early moments here, first 45 seconds of this contest. Joel Hillsman, Ken Jones, glad that you're with us here at the SUVtv.com here at the Farm Bureau's Insurance Classic. Rebound is long, and Okeke goes up and was fouled on the shot. Josh Okeke going to Georgia Tech. And he is probably the headliner for this ball club, which is ranked in the top 5 there in the state of Georgia for their classification. And they put up a 6-2 season so far.
Like to see the 2 teams that beat them.
Well, I saw them earlier this year in a game that they almost got beat in, and they just kind of flexed their muscles there at the end and won that ball game. They're coming in averaging almost 17 more points per game than their opponents. They're allowing 54 points per game and scoring 71. Free throw. Okeke is good. Excuse me, Okeke family. Okeke, Josh Okeke. Head coach Kim Rivers of the Shiloh Generals. A free throw falls off, no good. They lost the South win out of Memphis, Tennessee. And there's a blocking foul there. And I want to say, I thought they had played Mount Verde earlier this year. They did not play. They did play Mount Verde. Mount Verde Academy is the other team that beat them. Okay. But there you go. Foul on Woodruff. Woodruff has just came out jacking and hacking. Jacking on the offensive end and hacking on the defensive end. Team's third foul. And back at the free throw line, it is no good. It fell off for Deion Waters. Still 1-0. Substitution now. Orlando Merrick will check in. Orlando Merrick, long, lanky with it. Second free throw. front iron, rolled off, no good. So they split a pair of free throws here to begin the ball game, and they come out with the press and almost get the steal. Perry Battle poked his hand in there, out of bounds. It will stay with Dorman, but they still have to go the length of the floor. They did not split the free throws, by the way. I can't add. He missed them both. They're 1 of 4. Trapping in the backcourt. Merritt, they're almost going to get the steal. They will. Josh Okeke all the way. Layup is no good. Rebound going to come down to Okeke again. Back up. No foul. Foul going up. And he'll go back to the free throw line. 5.5 to go. So we played 2.5 minutes. We've scored 1 point.
Is that 2 fouls on Jordan McFadden?
Was that called on 23? If it was. It was. There you go.
Someone's coming in for him, number 20. Reggie Jones is coming in. Yeah. Uh-oh.
Okeke makes the first free throw. He is now 2 of 3 on the day, and it's 2-0. Early moments just underway here in our 3rd game of the day here in the winners bracket. Front iron, no good. Well, Shiloh leaving points at the free throw line, but this press here is something serious. Finley finally crosses the timeline, shows off a little tricky dribble, now gives it over to Woodruff. Woodruff back to Finley. Finley to Woodruff came on a cut, and the ball was deflected by Merrick out of bounds, and it will stay with the Dorman Cavaliers. Coach Thomas Ryan imploring his team to come on. Coach Ryan then went and put on the coaching clothes. He was chilling and doing his other things since they are the host, but for the last hour and a half, I hadn't seen him, and now he comes out, and he's got the coaching gear on, and he's got the Dorman Cavaliers in a 2-0 ball game right now. They are trailing, and they are still host of school.
Big matchup here with Finley as the guard for Dorman. Very important that he gets in this game.
Finley drop pass down low, get it out. Orlando Merritt with the block. So a long 3, no good. He's not shy, is Bryson Woodruff. Got the rebound. They put it back on the floor. Give me them cookies. All the way, James fell down, couldn't handle it. Now they'll come back this way. Here's McClain. McClain now gives it off to Woodruff. Woodruff on the right wing. Now Merritt really gets up in him. He knows he'll pull that thing now, even though he hadn't hit anything. He's got that mentality. He's going to keep firing. Here's Woodruff, the left-hander. Tried to put it on the floor. Merritt bothered him. Greg James, all kind of defense, and now a foul call. Didn't see that one up here. Foul going to be called on Greg James. I think the point that you make, Ken, about Harris Finley is going to be key because of the ball pressure and the pressure. It's going to be his job to protect the ball, also down the ball off.
Yep.
As a point guard, I think that's what everyone does, but vitally important here in this particular contest. Shiloh does have the length and they have the speed to keep up with you. Kick it over there in the right corner, now they're on the wing. They get it down low and a turnover. Oh, it should have been a turnover right there. Tyson McClain fed it into Daquan Green, but there's a foul call. And that was on Perry Battle.
Now the refs have made it perfectly clear that it's not going to be a rough game. The fouls they've already called?
I know that don't say 10-team foul.
That has to be a mistake.
On Dorman. That's incorrect. Look, inbound. I hope they get that corrected because on the next whistle, the ref gonna look up and think it was that. So they hold it between the rings. And now here is Finley. Finley now, stop, pop, a long 3 by Reggie Jones is good. And that's what we talked about from Finley, dropping off the dimes. There's the first field goal. And let's see, they give him a 2. They say his foot was on the line, all right. No 3. Bryson Woodruff has picked up another foul. And see, now the coaching staff want to know if that was a 3 as well. I knew I wasn't the only one that saw he was beyond the arc. They were asking to see if it was a 3, and the scores table says no, but now they're looking up at the clock, and they're now correcting the fouls. Let's go ahead and take a look at our instant replay, which you clearly can see that is a 3. And they give him a 3 on the scoreboard. There you go. Do they? Oh, they got SUV down there at the scores table, right?
Yeah.
That's how they saw that. That's how they saw that. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. 3-2, and now right back at you with a 3. And that was Greg James. James with that three. So Dorman working now, and they have Miles Tate in the ballgame, 14 in white. Dorman, the home team. Literally, they are the whole school for the Farm Bureau Insurance Classic. Visit them online at farmbureauclassic.com. Between the rings, now swing it over to the left. There's Jones. Jones, a hard dribble, kicked it off, laid it off. Now, jumper, no good. Rebound ripped down by Orlando Merrick. Not a bad shot by Daquan Green out of the short corner, just didn't fall with 3:12 to go. And now here is Malik Chandler, who's into the game for the first time. Chandler gives it back to Okeke. Okeke, back iron jumper, no good. Merrick on the glass. Yeah, loose ball foul called on Orlando Merrick. Neither offense able to find a rhythm so far here in the early going, Ken.
Yeah, and I see the strategy is putting on 3 different guards on Finley. I've been watching that. Now they have Chandler on him, and I mean he is on him.
Finley, actually they took him off the ball on that possession. Finley pump fake, goes over to the right. There's a three by McLean, good. Tyson McLean, a 3-ball. Well, Dorman's field goals coming from beyond the arc. They have a 6-5 lead on a pair of trays, one by McLean and one by Reggie Jones. Swing it over to the right, holding it and holding it. Now kick it over to the left. There's Chandler holding it, looking at a zone defense now, 2-3 zone defense. Kick it in the right corner to Okeke. Okeke cross-court pass to Chandler. Chandler catch, shoot, no good. Back down to the Cavaliers and Daquan Green. Green gets it up ahead now quickly coming into the forecourt. It's Tate. Tate gives it over to Reggie Jones. Jones now gives it over to Daquan Green. Green to Jones. Jones between the rings and gives it back to Green. They're running actions with Finley and McLean on the backside. McLean on a pop to Jones. Jones was covered by Merritt. Shiloh very long where even if they beat you, they can close out. There's another three in your mouth. Greg James was trying to close out, and Tyson McLean went in and dropped another triple. All 3 field goals have been from beyond the arc. Josh Okeke with his first field goal of the contest. 9-7 now. Shiloh in the black, they are trailing. Dorman in the white, they're at home, they're leading. Finley close to the sideline. Finley drops it off. Nice pass. Good dime drop. Off the Miles Tate. And Dorman crowd now kind of loud across the way. And they steal. Here come the Cavaliers in transition. Gonna go all the way, bend it up off the rim. No good. Rebound come down to Finley. Finley stop to Jones. Finley, a corner 3. Good. And Finley with a 3, and Dorman is raining 3 balls. They have a 14-7 lead on the Shiloh Generals. It's time for an SUVtv instant replay, a 30-second timeout.
For riding shotgun with a gunslinger. Tough questions for football tough guy Brett Favre.
Dear Brett, I have a truck, so people always ask me to help them move. What should I do? First, go to favrates.com for a great auto quote from Farm Bureau. Then tell people you'll help them move as long as you can move in with them. Problem solved.
Great answer. Get your quote with local agents, great rates, and fast claims at favrates.com. From Farm Bureau Insurance.
Closing moments of this first quarter. Shiloh out of the 30-second timeout. They've doubled up by Dorman. Chandler down the lane, and a foul call with 44 and 2/10 seconds.
I don't know who the foul was on, but Dorman ends up with the ball.
Yeah, Dorman gets the ball. They called an offensive foul on the Generals, so they give it up ahead. Here's Reggie Jones. Jones been impactful since he came off the bench. McLean is wide open. Pass was tipped across. Josh Okeke came in and tipped it. ref did not like it. That was a bang-bang play there.
Yeah, he's taking it for granted. He had the easy two. A man hustled, blocked his shot. Now he has to make the two from the line.
Unable to make that first free throw is Josh Williams. Yeah, he did make the first free throw, excuse me. Second free throw coming up. 1 of 1 from the line. He'll have one more. It is good. 14-9. Dorman had a 7-point lead. Let's keep that in mind. Steele and McClain into the forecourt. McClain long cross court pass to Jones. Jones with 15 seconds. The Cavaliers can take their time now and set up for the final shot of the quarter. 1 and 8/10 seconds. And Josh Okeke will go to the free throw line. Free throw, Okeke, front iron, no, he missed it. They tip batted around, and that will be the end of the first quarter. 14-9. Dorman leading Shiloh. We'll have second quarter action. Uh-oh, are they gonna put Okeke back on the line? Do we have a technical call?
No technical. If I'm not mistaken,
He was supposed to get 2 free throws.
Right.
Okay. So that means you got to put time back on the clock, Mr. Ref. Okeke will get one more. Good. They don't put the time back on the clock, though. So it is 14-10 at the end of the first quarter. We'll take it with them right here, the SUVtv.com.
Seconds inbound pass to Marbury. As he works on the defense of Johnson, dribbles by Robinson, takes it to the baseline, running jump shot, good! 2 seconds left.
Around here, we grew up in the kitchen. We learned how to cook when our parents taught us what their parents taught them. At Bojangles, our master biscuit makers use traditional Southern recipes too, from scratch, the old-fashioned way. It's harder, but it's better. Around here, kitchens have always brought folks together, and we're going to make sure they do so for a long time to come. Head to Bojangles and try our country fried steak on a made-from-scratch buttermilk biscuit. Bojangles, it's Bo time.
It might be bow time in the Bojangles bracket, but right now it's go time for Shiloh. They're trailing 14-10. They get the offensive rebound. Now kick it over to the left. There's a long three. Okeke, no good. Rebound hit the floor, and Dorman a turnover. One of the things you noted, Ken, in that first quarter was the play and the importance of play of Harrison Finley. Last minute and a half, he wasn't in the game for Dorman. Back on the floor now starting.
As soon as he was out, 3 turnovers. They're jumping the guards. His ball handling skills are, they're superb. So when he's not in the game, Shiloh's going to know it.
Shiloh working it around. They kick it, swinging around. There's Chandler. Chandler going to fake. Nope. Traveling violation called. Got a foul out high, and I think that one will be on Taja Fraley. Fraley has checked in. And Fraley will go right back out. Coming back in will be Josh Williams. So let me set it for you. It'll be Malik Chandler, Josh Williams, Josh Okeke, Deion Waters Jr., and Greg James, the 5 on the floor for the Generals. A steal. Here's Chandler. Bounce pass to Williams. Layup. Good. 2-point game. Josh Williams with his first field goal of the contest. Here's Finley. Finley drops it off. Yeah, right on point. Chandler Tate with the hoop. 16-12. Do you believe they've got only two-point field goals to go with 4 3-balls? There's a pass of Kiki all the way up in there.
Oh, they missed the walk.
County, yeah, he walked up out of here. He had his suitcase with him. Williams again on the hoop. 16-14. Swinging in the corner, McClain. McClain now holds it, kicks it back out to the top. They work it around on the reverse. Ball was down low. He tried to put it on the floor. Green lost it, a turnover. Here comes Okeke, full steam ahead. Okeke all the way, layup, got the roll. Good, Josh Okeke. Finley now holding for the Dorman Cavaliers. Shot is up, and it is good, a layup. (18-16). Dorman now gonna make wholesale substitutions. Everybody will be going out except for Harrison Finley. So it will be Finley, Woodruff, McFadden, who has 2 fouls, Reggie Jones, and also Chandler Lindsay, who got that last hoop. Chandler Lindsay, the last bucket for the Dorman Cavaliers. I noticed something there about Reggie Jones. He came off the bench. He has not sat down. He must be their 6th man starting. Notice that, and he hit that 3 there. 2-3 zone defense. There's a long 3. James, oh, badly missed. Air ball, out of bounds, no good, and it will go over to the Dorman Cavaliers. And Coach Kim Rivers will make substitutions now as he will put Thurman Massenberg into the ball game for the first time. Big number 21.
Coach Rivers trying to find the right combination. He's done a lot of substituting so far.
He got plenty in the cupboard, too. Massenberg at 6'8" comes away, and there's a steal. Here's Okeke. Okeke 3-on-1 all the way. Got it blocked from behind Woodruff. No, a foul. Chandler. I said 3-on-1 because that's what it was.
Right.
Once they got there to the perimeter, it was still 3-on-1. There's a foul. They'll go to the free throw line. Taking a look at our SUVtv instant replay. I was quiet on purpose. Let you decide that one on your own. I'm gonna try to stop being so, no I'm not gonna stop being nothing. And listen to the great Tommy Heights. I don't know if you caught that the other night.
No, I didn't. Tell me about it.
Cleveland was playing at Boston. And the game was pretty much in Cleveland's favor for quite some time. And then Boston made a push, and they kept making a push. And they continued to make a push so they got the lead. And then LeBron started. It was 4 or 5 possessions. He just really went off. And Tommy Heisen just let him have it on the half. And it was great because it kind of encompassed what all of us normal non-basketball people already know. LeBron is the biggest freight train in the league, but he kind of whimpers a little bit, and it was just good to hear Tommy Heinsohn, a true Hall of Famer, just go in on him on a live broadcast. So Kiki's no good. Rebound going to come down to Jones. Jones with a nice Euro step. Isn't it amazing how the Euro step now has just developed in the game? It's actually nothing different. It's just the movement of your 2 steps.
That's right.
Little dipsy-do in a 2-step.
I didn't notice. He could have just went right at the guy and probably would have scored the easy 2.
And that's the thing about sometimes the new things or trendier things in the game of basketball.
Right.
Just like they think that the big man's going away. The big man is not going to go away.
Nowhere.
It's going to come on back. Watch. He might be birthed tomorrow, but it's going to come on back because at the end of the day, you play basketball inside out. At the end of the day.
That's it.
Defense, rebound, inside, outside.
Right.
I mean, those are the basics, right? 20-17, Dorman with the lead. Joel Hilsman, Ken Jones. Pleasure working with Ken.
Likewise.
Oh, yeah, man, I tell you, I'm off the rails over here. I love me some ball. 4:40 to go and glad that you are with us across the network, SUVtv.com. And remember, you can follow us on Twitter at SUVtv and on Facebook, LinkedIn, Snapchat, and all the other social media platforms. Free throw, no good. They tip and continue to fight for it. Chandler can't get a free throw to go in there. No good. And let's see, 4:35 to go, and we've got another whistle, and they're blowing whistles now. That'll be our 15th foul here in this first half.
Foul was on Orlando Merrick.
Yeah, Merrick got hit with the foul. That was our 15th foul. So Dorman will inbound it. 19 fouls for Dorman, 6 for Shiloh. Across the timeline now, here's Chandler Tate. Up to Jones. Jones was fouled as he was going up for the shot, and he will go to the free throw line and shoot 2. Foul will be on Dejon Waters. Dejon Waters Jr.
And
Free.
Reggie makes them both.
Yeah, Reggie got up there and made them both. 22-17. We have an upset from Georgia.
Nice block there.
Block
The
down
big
there.
man.
Yeah, that's how they do it down there in the post. Gonna go between the legs, Jones. Jones now works it between the rings, and that is Miles Tate putting on a little dribbling exposition. Weaving it around, and then they're gonna come out to the top.
Double dribble.
Yep, double dribble, surely did. He double dribble. Tyson McClain, the number 2 team in the state of Georgia's 1A private. You've seen them right here on SUVtv, led by DeAndre Ballard, the Southwest Atlanta Christian. They have been defeated 48-44 in the Sweet South Classic. Cedar Shoals, a 5A number 6 team, has defeated the number 2 team in 1A private Georgia, and they are playing a fierce schedule. Is Southwest Atlanta Christian. So this game against Cedar Shoals was supposed to be a victory. Didn't get it. Long 3, Malik Chandler, it's good. 22-20. The one thing that I am noticing, despite the full court press, Dorman isn't allowing Shiloh to get out and run.
That's right.
That's what they're preventing them from doing. 3:13 to go, working between the rings. McClain gonna go down the lane. He flipped it up, no, and a foul will be called. Massenberg maybe get hit with it. Thurman Massenberg.
See, Dorman is playing fundamental ball. That's all they're doing. Nothing spectacular. I mean, they're just playing fundamental ball. Making all the
First free throw,
throws.
yeah, and making the free throw. McClain stood up there and stroked that one in. There's his first free throw of the day. They are 3 of 3 in the quarter and 3 of 3 in the game.
Finley comes back in the game.
Free throw rolled off. We got it working, don't we? 3:05. Good substitution call out there. Now here is Williams. Williams will hold between the ring for the Generals as we come under 3 minutes to go. The Chandler, he traveled. Can't pump fake on a pass, man. All right, so let's set it for you. Dorman left to right with 2:56 to go. They are the host, and they are at home. They are in the white. Shiloh in the black. And we have a foul call, and the foul gonna go on Shiloh. So now Shiloh beginning to pick up the fouls in a close game, 23-20. And Dorman now will walk down and shoot the 1-and-1 with Harris Finley. Finley has hit a 3 in the game. This has been his only scoring. 23-20, Dorman with a 3-point lead here in the second quarter. Joe Hilsman, Ken Jones, glad that you were with us. Free throw, ball don't lie. No good. An old buddy of mine I work with, we always say ball don't lie. He always say ball don't talk. We like, man, we know. You don't know what we mean. That's what you call a little playground justice. Long three, left corner. Good. Deshaun Waters stepped right into that three off of that left wing. And we are in a tie ball game with 2.5 to go. Miles Tate walks it into the full court, picked up by Chandler. Gives it on the right wing to Finley. Finley put it on the floor, now swings it over the left side. Good closeout defensively by Okeke. Or was that Williams? That was Okeke. So now going to swing it back up to the top. McFadden back in, playing with 2 fouls. He's that big body in the middle. There's a long three. Good. He stepped into it and shot it with confidence. Miles Tate. 26-23. They peel it back out now. Taraj Fraley is back in, going down the baseline. Waters Jr. no good. Big McFadden gets the board. Finley lost it off his foot. Jones picked it up. He got smacked around. Ball on the floor. It's a steal. They give it to Waters. Waters lost it. Fraley down the lane. Left hand, no. Put back, no. Tip. Rebound, up and in. Good. Josh Okeke. Shiloh staying with it with all of the action with 1:35 to go. Here's Jones. Jones on the right wing. Wants to do a little dipsy-do on Waters Jr. Picked up the dribble, though. Waters Jr. hit the ball, and now we've got a timeout call. Timeout called by Dorman. 1:26 to go. We'll take it with them right here. SUVtv. Finley holding it on the left wing, bouncing it down with 75 seconds in the corner. They put Kamal Desor into the contest for Dorman. Ball knocked around, stolen. Here come the Generals in transition with Okeke. Okeke all the way, right hand layup on the left side, no good. Rebound gonna come back down. Good move by Waters, it's off. McFadden gets the rebound. We're under a minute, 57 seconds and a timeout. And the Dorman coaching staff imploring McFadden to protect the ball. Right. He's too big not to protect it. When you got a big body like that, you got to protect that basketball when you come down on a rebound. McFadden now will be going to the free throw line. Free throw rattled home good. (27-25). Dorman with the lead. Second free throw is good. (28-25). Dorman again. They pushed out to 14-7, and they've kind of kept it right there at that 2, 3, 4 point mark here in this second quarter. Up fake, escape, dribble, didn't pull it. Chandler now gives it over in the corner. That's Waters. Waters comes back out top. Waters has it, put it on the floor, and now goes over to Malik Chandler. 35 seconds to go. Chandler. Over to James. James now back out to Massenberg, who's between the rings and very high. No one's coming to the basketball. 24 seconds. Between the rings now is James. James picked up by Finley. They're going to work on this clock for the last 19 seconds. Chandler, Okeke, James, Massenberg, and Waters, the 5 on the floor here for this offensive set on the final possession of the half. Okeke gonna take it, drive, kick it to the right to Chandler. A long three, no good. I don't think they got the shot they wanted there, Ken.
Definitely didn't.
We are at the half. Dorman 28, Shiloh 25. Halftime right here, the SUVtv. SUVtv.com.
Time for Riding Shotgun with a Gunslinger. Tough questions for football tough guy Brett Favre.
Dear Brett, I have a truck, so people always ask me to help them move. What should I do? First, go to favrates.com for a great auto quote from Farm Bureau. Then tell people you'll help them move as long as you can move in with them. Problem solved.
Great answer. Get your quote with local agents, great rates, and fast claims at favrates.com. From Farm Bureau Insurance.
Welcome you back inside the Dorman Arena. Joel Hillsman and Ken Jones here with you. And Ken, a surprising first half. Dorman a 3-point lead as we get the second half underway. What do you think Dorman has to do to maintain this lead?
The exact same thing they've been doing. Create turnovers, but also don't turn over the ball. And Shiloh comes out aggressively in their defense, man to man.
Taking a look at some quick numbers, Josh Okeke with 9 points. Make that 11. Fast break dunk. Just when I wanted to give you the first half rundown, he went and dunked that thing home. It's 28-27 now. They trail by 1.
And
full court pressure. Yep, points off a turnover. Here's McFadden. McFadden down to the left of the wing. Now he's going to kick it back out to the top. They'll work it around and swing it off between the lanes. Turning in the lane, can't get the roll. Rebound hit the floor. And here come the Shiloh Generals. Long three, no good. Rebound coming off on the front rim, and here he comes down this way. Harris Finley, pass was deflected and stolen by Josh Okeke. Okeke gets it up ahead. Waters Jr. all the way. Layup fell off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound swallowed up there by Jordan McFadden. You saw how he was strong on that board?
Yes, sir.
From the previous one that we saw. Joel Hillsman, Ken Jones, glad to be here with you. And we're in the perch, as I like to say. This is a nice perch here at Dorman High School, Dorman Arena. A long three. Finley, no good. Glance off the glass, hit the backboard, and Jane Waters got the rebound.
Shot was taken by Okeke. He missed it. Rebound. Dorman.
Looking for it, and they're going to have to do a handoff. Here's Woodruff. Woodruff between the rings. A little more than 2 minutes gone by. Finley now to Woodruff. Woodruff holding on that right wing. Kick it out to McFadden. McFadden now over to Finley. Finley in that first half had 3 points, and Dorman did a lot of sharing of the basketball and won. Jordan McFadden.
Excellent assist by Finley.
Speaking of assists, that's what I was about to bring out. 7 different players scored in that first half for the Dorman Cavaliers. Free throw, front iron, no good. Could not complete the 3-point play. Pushed that lead back out there, 30-27. Driving down the lane, Waters Jr. up, no good. Okeke tried to get a rebound out of bounds, and it will go to Dorman. Dorman in the white with the navy blue and the Carolina baby blue numbers. Shiloh in the black with the white numbers and the black trim. And Waters Jr. will take a seat. Orlando Merrick will check into the contest. Long pass. He's got him open at the 5, the 4, layup good. I couldn't help that one. That one just kind of came out right there. Tyson McClain, that looked like they drew that thing up and now traveling violation. And Coach Ken Rivers of the Generals takes his eyes and rolls them up to the sky. Now he looks forward, and now he wants to talk to his defense and let them know what they need to do. Not liking the way they are responding. 32-27, bouncing it down on the floor. Here comes Daquan Green up. No, blocking foul. Daquan Green will be going to the free throw line. First free throw attempt coming up. Back iron, no good. One more free throw attempt coming up. It is good. So Green splits them. Got a foul call. Count the basket. And the hoop in the harm. Nice move there by Greg James. James, a quiet first half with only 3 points. Now 2 points in there. Yes, 3 points, and now he has that deuce. So Shiloh will be going to the line for the first time today. It'll be their 14th free throw attempt for the day. And James' first attempt. And he's trying to complete the three-point play, and does. Three-point play is good, and we are in a three-point game, 33-30. Inbound now, and Finley. Finley facing the trap. He's done a very good job of handling that today. Here's Reggie Jones. Jones now trapped on the baseline. Pass is stolen. They've got numbers if they push it all the way. Okeke, Chandler, layup good. On the break, the Shiloh General score. Ball is on the floor. They fight for it. And let's see, what's the call? Shiloh is going to be awarded the timeout. It's 33-32, 4:35 to go. 30-second timeout. And you can see Coach Rivers and his staff really engaged in the huddle right there for the Shiloh Generals. Shiloh trailing 33-32 right here, a 30-second timeout.
Put the lights on the tree. Put them on the tree. Put them on the tree. Put the ribbon on the wreath. Put it on the wreath. Put it on the wreath. Put the lights on the tree. Put them on the tree. Put them on the tree. Put the lights on the tree.
Out of the timeout now, Shiloh trying to get their first lead they've had in a long time. A three ball, good. They got it. And that's the kind of hoop you want. Out of the timeout, drawn up, executed perfectly. Perry Battle with the three.
Then put pressure on the ball when they're taking it out. We talked about what did Dorman need to do? Cut the turnovers and get turnovers. Well, that didn't happen. They've turned over the ball. Shiloh has got his first lead in the game. Full court pressure again.
Long three, Woodrow, no good. He is continuing to shoot it. Got the offensive rebound, put it back up with the left hand and scored. Bryson Woodruff struggling from the perimeter, but has made both of his buckets in the paint. He has 2 field goals on the night. Going baseline, kick it back out to the top. Chandler now over to Battle. Battle, another three, good. He's warming to the task. He hit one from the left. Now he comes back and hit one from the right. A back-to-back set of 3 balls. It's 38-35. Shiloh now with the lead. Shiloh, you can kind of feel it, Ken, trying to kind of put their foot on the gas a little bit. Here's Tate. Tate lost it in the backcourt. It was deflected. Tate now going to go all the way down the lane below the free throw line. Scoop it up. Layup is no good. Rebound going to come out. Here's Waters Jr. Up ahead to Chandler. Chandler going to go all the way. Layup good. Malik Chandler in transition. They push the lead out to 5. And a timeout has been called by the Dorman Cavaliers. They call a time 40-35. We got an instant replay queued up. It will be an SUVtv instant replay right here. Battle. Bang, bang, bang. All 3 of them caught that thing in stride as he knocked down that 3 ball right there. It is 40-35, 3:16 to go. Joel Hilsman, glad that you are joining us. I'm along with Ken Jones. And Ken, we've seen now Shiloh come out, take the lead. Now, what does Dorman have to do? They haven't had to play from behind much in this ball game.
That's correct. I tell you, I picked Shiloh to really, as the #1 team here. They're showing why. I really can't tell you what Dorman's going to need to do because that pressure that Shiloh is putting on him, oh, yeah. I mean, it's extreme pressure. Now I'm looking at Shiloh going back into the 2-3 zone, though.
Now Shiloh falls back into that 2-3 zone out of the timeout. Dorman wanting to execute and get points out of this timeout. McClain is on the floor. The pass shot, a turnover. Not what you wanted. Okeke stole it, saved it to battle. They come back this way, and a blocking foul call, and going to the free throw lines will be DeJohn Waters Jr. Woodruff Finley, Daquan Green, Tyson McClain, and Miles Tate, the 5 on the floor for the Dorman Cavaliers. For the Shiloh Generals, it'll be Perry Battle, Josh Okeke, Josh Williams, the man at the free throw line, DeJohn Waters Jr., and then also finishing it off will be Greg James. Waters Jr. made the free throw. He will get one more. 2:59 to go. Each team with 2 team fouls. Free throw, got the roll. Full court pressure now. See Shiloh mixing up their defenses, Ken. So they'll hand it off, and here's Miles Tate with 2:54. Miles Tate now will finally cross the timeline. He hands it over to Chandler Tate, who is in, and now we've got a foul. That'd be on Josh Williams. No, it's going to be on Greg James, number 15. James hit with the foul. Well, Miles Tate now on the floor with Chandler Tate. A 3 out of the corner is going to be an air ball short. No good. Here comes Greg James of Shiloh. Gets it up ahead to Okeke. Okeke going to size him up. Go down the lane. Kick it off to the right. Shot up in. Good by James. James now trying to warm to the task. He has 5 now here in the quarter. 8 in the game. They push the lead out to 9. And here is the pressure. And they try to bat the ball away. It's in the middle. And they're going to steal it away. Josh Williams gets it up ahead. Okeke slam dunk.
Can you say timeout? Can you say timeout?
I don't have the whistle. They do. They blew it. It is a timeout. Let's see. Will it be a full or a 30? This will be a full timeout. And Shiloh now beginning to step on the gas a little bit. 46-35. It's time for an SUV instant replay. You see the steal by Williams. Oh, I see you. There's a little scoop to you. Just pick it up. Josh Okeke. Slam dunk. Just a little basic slam dunk. Right there. Timeout from Dorman, South Carolina.
Seconds inbound pass to Marbury as he works on the defense of Johnson, dribbles by Robinson, takes it to the baseline, running jump shot, good! 2 seconds left.
All right, out of the timeout, 46-35. Dorman facing that Shiloh pressure defense that has given them problems here in the first 6 minutes of this third quarter. Tate gives it over to McClain. McClain now gets it down low. Interior passing, shot off the window was no good by Daquan Green. He couldn't get it. Now Shiloh trying to flex their muscles a little bit. Here's Chandler. Chandler to Okeke in the corner. A long 3. No, off the hill of the rim. Back tap. Offensive rebound to Chandler. Chandler will peel it back out with 100 seconds to go here in the quarter. And a 9-11 point lead. Okeke, escape dribble, pull up. Good. Making it look fluid and smooth. He has 6 in the quarter for Josh Okeke. 48-35. Tate gonna go all the way. Stole it. And then once he stole it, he stepped on the end line. Did Malik Chandler. So Malik Chandler coming to life here. He now has 8 points. Josh Williams with 6. Okeke with 15 in the game. And then Perry Battle has hit a pair of 3s. He has 6. Of course, the scoring is still very much dispersed for the Dorman Cavaliers. 8 different players have scored, and I know they've played 10 different players. 48-35 lead pushed out there to 13 now. Jumper, a three. McClain, no good. Rebound, Okeke went skying for it. McClain came out, busting those threes open in that first quarter. Okeke down the lane. Sunday Stroll missed it. $1 million move and a dollar shot. Just roll right up off the rim now by Josh Okeke. Substitution now as Dejon Waters Jr. will come in. He's going to go get Okeke. Coach Kim Rivers feels that if he can't make that layup, he may need a blow, and that's sometimes the case. And so you get it here at the end of the third, and then you get the quarter break as well, so you can kind of buy some time there. 48-35, Shiloh in the black as we wind down this third quarter. One more game on tap for you today here on the SUVtv. Remember to join us. Coming up next, it'll be Green Forest and Burns. And then tomorrow, right here all day from the Dorman Arena, we'll have the championship bracket showdowns for the Bojangles bracket and the Farm Insurance bracket from the 2015 Farm Bureau Insurance Classic. Visit us online at farmbureauclassic.com. Chandler and Finley kind of having fun, and it called for carry. Palming violation. Coach Kim Rivers did not like it. Went and took the ball from his own player with 14 seconds. Those are the small things you talk about with Finley. You've really been on Finley since the beginning of the game, and you're seeing intangibles or non-box score related items.
Right, because you'll never, like you said, you won't see it in the box score. But look at that hustle.
Yeah, great hustle. Waters Jr. all the way, layup, good to beat the horn. Dejon Waters Jr. and a buzzer beater.
And one.
And one.
And one. I guess we didn't get that one.
I was finna say, ooh-wee. All right, there's your SUVtv instant replay coming up here at the end of the third quarter. Shiloh taking off 50-35. Back in just a moment.
Around here, we grew up in the kitchen. We learned how to cook when our parents taught us what their parents taught them. At Bojangles, our master biscuit makers use traditional Southern recipes too, from scratch, the old-fashioned way. It's harder, but it's better. Around here, kitchens have always brought folks together, and we're going to make sure they do so for a long time to come. Head to Bojangles and try our country fried steak on a made-from-scratch buttermilk biscuit. Bojangles, it's Bo time.
Welcome you back for the start of the fourth quarter. Joel Hillsman and Ken Jones live here at the Dorman Arena. It is the Dorman Cavaliers, the host school, taking on Shiloh, and an offensive foul on Shiloh. Shiloh now with a 50-35 lead here as we begin the fourth quarter, holding Shiloh to just 7 points in that third quarter, while scoring 25 themselves.
Hate to say it, a little bit of the guard play has been exposed with all that pressure.
Here's Finley now. Finley in the backcourt, yeah, and they mixed it up. They've pressed and then they've fallen back in the zone. They haven't stuck with just one thing. Finley driving to the hoop, he was fouled, and that foul will be called on. Is that James? Yeah, James gonna get hit with the foul. First free throw by Finley, no good. Can't get anything to go in there. Finley 0 of 2 from the stripe today. Dorman with 11 free throw attempts in the contest. Shiloh with 16. Free throw, air ball, Finley. Oh my goodness, son. That will not get you a date at Chick-fil-A tonight.
Little the youngster coming out of him. Finley's only a sophomore. I was surprised when I found that out.
He's playing well, much above it. I mean, his ceiling is very high. You can see the intangibles that he brings to a basketball team. Here's Okeke. Okeke down the left lane, kick it out. There's a three ball. Good. That's just a part of their offense. That's just what they do. Dejon Waters stepped out for the three. Okeke with the dime. 53-35, and there's a three right back at you. Woodruff finally got one to go. Bryson Woodruff has struggled from the field today, but he finally kept shooting it, and it fell in. He's hanging out on that right wing and stroked that thing home. There's Perry Battle right back at you. No good. Rebound bounced off. Finley got the rebound. Now he scoops it and shovels it to Reggie Jones. Jones was not in there in that third quarter, and he provided a lot of energy in the first 2 quarters.
Okay.
Reggie Jones, 20 in white.
There's another turnover.
Dunk.
Oh.
Josh Okeke. Okeke has 17 in the contest. The lead is 17 for the Shiloh Generals. They trailed at the half by 3. That's a 20-point swing, in case you're wondering. Double dribble.
Right.
Another turnover by the Dorman Cavaliers. Coach Ryan not very much pleased. Yeah, he's going to go to his bench and get him a sub. And the sub wasn't hustling. Not a hustle to come into the contest. Tyson McClain will go out, and coming in is Kamal Desor. Desor checking in. Desor, a young freshman at 6'5". Down the lane, Chandler, layup, no. Rebound ripped down there by Bryson Woodruff. Woodruff now trying to come on the break. Woodruff gonna go all the way, get it out of here. Volleyball. Chandler, back the other way. That's the denial. Woodruff tried to go in there. Okeke volleyball that thing. It bounced it out and started to break, and Chandler finished it on the other end. And the lead now swells to 19. Finley has to peel it back out. Now he's picked up by Battle. Goes by Battle. Drops it off in the corner to Woodruff. Now back out to Finley. Finley over to Woodruff with 5:41 to go. Chandler working on him. Popping out there now is Desor. Kamal gonna drive it. Now kick it over to Woodruff. Woodruff stop, foul line jumper. Good. Woodruff gonna get it going if that's the last thing he does in this ball game. He has 5 in the quarter, 9 in the game. Chandler right back. Gotta play defense though.
Gotta get back on that D, especially when you're down this many points.
Chandler now with 12 in the game as well. 19-point ball game. And now Coach Ryan gonna go with the hockey substitution. He sends 5 guys up to the scorer's table to check in. Swing it over to Finley. Finley now to the left. Here's Jones. Jones on the short corner gonna drive. Offensive foul on Reggie Jones. Didn't see an offensive foul there. Thought he dropped that thing off in time. 4:59 to go. Shiloh now. We'll be inbounding it as we are under 5 minutes to go. 19-point ball game. Remember, coming up next right here at the SUVtv.com, it will be the Burns Rebels taking on the Green Forest Eagles in our nightcap. There's a long 3. Good. Josh Okeke. You falling in love with him yet, Ken?
I tell you, this is the #1 team.
Wait after this next game.
Who's our next game there?
Green Forest and Burns.
That's it.
Have you seen Green Forest this year?
Saw Green Forest yesterday.
Yeah, okay. I'm just thoroughly impressed with them. I know they lost to Hammond last week and had 7th Woods. I didn't think they would run undefeated because of the national schedule that they played.
Right.
This may be the last toughest games they play. They're going to blow through their region in Georgia. They're going to blow through the playoffs, minus maybe the final.
Right, okay.
So, I mean, they're just a valid basketball team. I have plenty of time to talk about them as well. Dorman here now, down by their biggest margin of 22, a 3 out of the corner. It is going to be no good. Ethan Parton is into the contest. The bench has been dumped. McFadden is back in as well. Miles Tate is in as well. Tate is an 8th grader, number 14. So the future does look bright. There's a sophomore, there's a freshman and an 8th grader getting varsity minutes. So that tells you that the program could be leaning on them in the next 2 or 3 years, and there's nothing wrong with that. Massenberg down low got smacked in the face on a foul call. Wesley Robinson also into the contest now, a senior. Only 3 seniors on this Dorman bunch now. Wesley Robinson is a senior. Colin Hill, a senior, who's a quarterback, and Daquan Green is a senior. So the future could look exceptionally bright. Massenberg's free throw is no good. Shiloh has kind of gone ahead and did what they're supposed to do. They've gone and blown the doors open off of this one. And they did it with the pressing defense, and then they fell back into his own defense, and then they just kept their foot on the pedal. Here's the young 8th grader. Swings it over on the left side to Chandler Tate, who's also into the game. Chandler Tate and Miles Tate. 2 years different. Chandler is a junior. Miles is a 8th grader. So next year when you see a 9th grader and a 12th grader playing very well together, there's nothing brand new for them. Shiloh yet to go very deep into the bench with 3:13 to go in a lead by 22. Chandler to Massenberg. Massenberg picked up out high. Now gives it over to James. James now going to be picked up by Ethan Parton. There's a 3. Chandler, no good. Glances off the rim, hits the floor. Picked up by Chandler Tate. Tate to Tate to Tate to nobody. Put back, good. Wesley Robinson off the bench and into the scorebook, but you see what I'm talking about with the Tate crew.
Yep, that was it.
Chandler going to peel it back out. 2.5 to go in a 20-point ball game. Only 14 points allowed in this second half by the Shiloh Generals after giving up 28 in the first half, and we're trailing by 3, but a 25-point third quarter changed that. Ball tipped, deflected, out of bounds, and let's see. It will be a turnover for Shiloh. Substitutions now. Chandler now will go out. And now making his first appearance of the day, Timothy Stargell Jr. And now let's see, Coach Rivers is going to go to the bench. He wanted to make one more substitution. They wouldn't let him. Kobe Wyatt will check in at the next free whistle. 62-42. Parton catches the long pass. 2 minutes to go. Chait was between the rings. Parton has it, in trouble, dumped it out. They kick it, now swing it back out. Now going to drive, stop. There's a jump, left hand layup, and a jump. It is no good by Chandler Lindsay, who's checked into the contest. Coming up on 100 seconds now. Tremaine McLeod is back in. He started the game for Shiloh, but did not get much burn at all. And now has gotten back in a 20-point game in 90 seconds. Shiloh with 80 seconds. Just working the ball around the floor from left to right, setting screens, pass it, and go do it again.
Vise, excuse me, is that James in the game still?
Yes, 15. He's still in the contest. And while we have a moment here, they're running this, and it make me think about the weave, and I just want to send my condolences out to Meadowlark Lemon and all his closest family and friends, and his passing. A wonderful Harlem Globetrotter. Not saying that this method of stall ball reminded me of that, but the way they're setting their picks just made me think about the weave and made me think about Meadowlark just a moment ago. Dorman going to come away with a steal by Parton. Parton kicks it up ahead. Robinson a long 3. It's no good. Parton scramble for the rebound. James will get it for Shiloh with 33 seconds. And Coach Ryan just says, hold them off. Cross the timeline, and that may be it. Perry Battle will look to dribble this thing out. Ooh-wee, Wesley, don't have that happen to you now. Final 5 seconds. Josh Okigi is going to finish as the high man for Shiloh with 20. Perry Battle will finish with 6. DeJohn Waters will finish with 10. Greg James with 8. For the Dorman Cavaliers, they had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different players to score. Their high man is going to be Tyson McLean with 11. Final score, Shiloh 62 and Dorman 42. Our final game of the night coming up right here at the SUVtv. Green Forest, and Burns. Ken and I will be back.